Hello, everybody. The cat's sitting right next to me right now. Chloe, did you know you're on camera? Chloe. She's crazy. She has crazy moods and cute moods. Oh, boy. Taking a load off, Chloe? Isn't that all you ever do? Anyway, what a life you must have. Just sit around and eat and sleep all day. Um, Michael Hart. That noise in the background is the microwave because I'm making some food. Because bachelors don't cook, they microwave things. I could cook, but I'm really a big fan of convenience. I really don't like things to interrupt my mental processes. I just say that to sound cool. Anyway, though, I've noticed there's a lot of people on YouTube that will. A lot of insecure people I've noticed. I think an inordinate number of insecure people, like, kind of navigate, or, I don't want to offend anyone, people who like to hang out on YouTube a lot. I'm on YouTube a lot, but it just so happens I feel like there's like a higher percentage of insecure people and bitter people, and because I feel like anytime it's interesting. I feel like one of the ways you find an insecure person is if you admit a weakness, they like jump on it. Like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, good point. You suck. Look how great I am. They'll kind of jump on it. Whereas, I mean, if you could admit an insecure or if you could admit a weakness in yourself, that is a sign of confidence. It's a sign of strength. These people are the opposite. They're looking for all the weaknesses in everyone else, and they jump on it. If you can admit you're working on something, they jump on it quickly, and it's to make themselves feel better about It's kind of the whole. It's a very childish mindset too. It's what schoolyard bullies do. They put everyone else down to make themselves feel better. Elevate themselves. So really, it's immature, lacking in security. Um, you know, there's a lot of ways that adults act insecure and childish. There's a lot of ways that manifest. Some of the ways it manifests is things that I brought up in my last video: victim mentality, insults, some MGTOW guys, the whole childish mentality. Every good lie has a little bit of truth mixed in. This is the thing. This is the way people are able to believe things like this, the insult mentality and things like that, and other extremist mentalities. It's because there is some truth mixed in, and that's how you get through to these people. You don't get through to them by saying you're completely 100% wrong, because you can't just tell people that, because they know some things about their belief system is true, or they believe it. They believe there's always a little bit of truth mixed in. You have to identify with them in some way, and you have to tell them, yes, there is some truth in what you're saying. You're much more likely to get through to them, and you have to appeal to them, and using that truth. Well, but anyway, kind of going off on a rant, but I talked about victim mentality. There's signs. I started to talk about signs of an insecure person. Um, yeah, that's one of them. They'll jump on any kind of admitting weaknesses in yourself, which really, I've always thought that's like a really good thing to do is constantly be identifying your weaknesses so you can strengthen them, because everyone has weaknesses. If you just sit around saying I don't have any weaknesses, I don't have any weaknesses, and hope that maybe you don't, I find that kind of sad, really. I mean, you should identify them. You should bring them out, because then how else are you gonna become a stronger, better person? I mean, wouldn't you want to become a better person? That's what I don't get. Like, the only logical way to become a better person is to identify your weaknesses and strengthen them. Duh. I mean, it's not difficult. As most things in life, it's not difficult. People make things difficult by letting their feelings and other bull crap, get in the way of them improving themselves and improving their surroundings. And anyway, Chloe, what are you doing? You can check in with the kitty again. Chloe. She doesn't have to worry about this kind of stuff because she's a cat. She doesn't have to worry about, people trying to one-up her all the time. I dealt with this guy in my last relationship. I dealt with this guy. He's like a friend of the family. Guy was like constantly trying to one-up me. Guy was the most insecure guy ever. That's another sign. Huge sign of insecurity is people bragging all the time and like trying to find any chance they can to one-up you and try to make you look bad, try to elevate themselves. Some people are good at it too. Some more extroverted guys can be good at that. At making you look bad or kind of downplaying any kind of achievements you have. Like anytime someone else would compliment me on something, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, well that's basic. I did that when I was like 5 years old." He'd say shit like that. He'd just any way he could to one up me. For some reason, he really was like threatened by me or something. I don't know. I've never understood that. I have very much of the mentality, if you're cool, I'm cool. But at the same time, I'm also very much of the mentality, if you're not cool, I'm not cool. So that's basically how I live my life. That's how I treat other people. I'm a pretty easygoing guy until you screw with me. Then I'm not easygoing at all. Or screw with people I care about. But anyway, this became a rant, guys. What are we talking about? I have to get my food and stir it and then put it back in the microwave. So, say goodbye to the kitty. Chloe, say goodbye. Meow. Meow, meow. She's not enthused, guys. So, this was a complete rant. I hope I made some points in this. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day or night.